Good morning, distinguished guests, family, and friends. On behalf of Bradley University, our Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, and the soon-to-be graduates, I am honored to welcome you to the Spring 2022 Commencement Ceremony. I am Dr. Stephen Staniford, Bradley's 12th president, and it is my great privilege to lead this event today, which celebrates our undergraduate students. Now, please join me in singing our national anthem, followed by an invitation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay. Actually, our national anthem was by Dr. Carrie Walters, Associate Professor of Music, accompanied by Dr. Chi Hung Choi, Assistant Professor of Music. Thank you, Dr. Walter and Dr. Choi. All right. Our special guest today to deliver the invocation is Ms. Kathy Holtz, Chair of the Bradley University Board of Trustees and a distinguished Bradley alumni. Please welcome Ms. Kathy Holtz.
Good morning, and congratulations to all our graduates. We gather today on this special day to celebrate the commencement of the Bradley University class of 2022. While we all come from different backgrounds, perhaps hold different beliefs, and perhaps even have different values, we are united in gratitude today. I ask that we give thanks for the achievements of the students who are here with us today. I ask that we give thanks to the family and friends who have supported and helped our students get to this place. I ask that we give thanks to the staff and the faculty who have mentored, supported, and taught these deserving students. I ask that we give thanks for the hopes, the dreams, and the plans that this great institution has nourished, and for further lessons on this institution to continue mentoring and teaching men and women for generations to come. During your college career, you were faced with so many challenges, yet you have found the strength to meet every one of them. I hope that Bradley has meant to you what you have meant to Bradley. I hope you will use all you have learned here to be a positive force in your family, in your community, and in your country. We ask God's blessings on each of you and to look out for each of you as you move forward from here to live your lives to the fullest. In gratitude, we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Kathy. You may all be seated. It is so absolutely wonderful to see you all here today, and a special greeting to those who are watching our live stream online. At this time, I'd like to introduce the platform party members who you will not be hearing from during our ceremony. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing. You may hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Devin Murphy, Honorary Marshal and Mace Bearer, and the recipient of the Samuel Rothberg Professional Award. Jessica Clark, Dean of the College of Education and Health Sciences. Molly Grigg, Dean of the Foster College of Business and the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology. Jeff Huberman, Dean of the Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts. Dan Moon, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The next few people are members of the senior leadership team of the institution. Warren Anderson, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Justin Hall, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Cheryl Cox, Chief Financial Officer. Aaron Genovese, Vice President for Advancement. Chris Jones, Vice President for Strategy and Innovation. Aaron Katzberg, Vice President for Legal Affairs and General Counsel. Chris Reynolds, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics. Nathan Thomas, Vice President for Student Affairs. And finally, I would like to recognize members of the Bradley Board of Trustees who are here with us today. These include Ann Cotter, Sharon Desmoulin-Karat, Ray LaHood, John Michael, Glenn Ross, and Jim Shadid. These individuals are devoted to Bradley's success. I am surrounded by people who are focused on what is best for our students and this institution. They are dedicated individuals who live and breathe Bradley University, and I hope you will join me in showing your appreciation for all they do for our great institution. Next, I want to recognize, and I'm really honored to be able to do so, our incredible faculty and staff. These individuals do so much to ensure that our students walk across this stage from day one, when our students walk on campus. The faculty and staff are ready to pitch in and support them in their journeys. These people go above and beyond every single day to make sure that our students are prepared for success. They are the backbone of Bradley University. If you are a faculty or staff member, please stand and accept our gratitude for all you do to make this university a fantastic place it is. It is a Bradley tradition during commencement for a member of the graduating class and a member of the Alumni Association to share a few words. So first, please let me introduce Pooja Chafikar. Pooja is from Glendale Heights, Illinois, a double major in marketing and Spanish. She has been very involved during her time here at Bradley, very involved, so much so that I can't possibly go over everything that she has done while she has been here. So let me give you some highlights. Pooja is a member of the award-winning sales team where she was the National Collegiate Sales Competition Champion in 2021 and 2022. She is also a student admissions representative, president of the Vitality Dance Team, and vice president of the Dean's Advisory Council. She is involved in Rho Lambda, Beta Gamma Sigma, Psi Sigma Iota honorary societies, and the Kappa Delta sorority. This year, she also received the Professional Sales Program Belt of Achievement Award, the Paul E. Arney Outstanding Marketing Student Award, the Marketing Academic Excellence Award, the Eli Jones Sales Excellence Scholarship. Deep breath. She is the Bradley University Global Scholars and a regular on the Bradley University Dean's List. After graduation, she will be moving to Fort Myers, Florida, where she will be an account manager for a mid-sized tech vendor at Gardner. Please join me in welcoming Pooja Chafikar to the podium.
Thank you, President Standiford. Good morning, everybody. President Standiford, Provost Sakai, Board of Trustees, distinguished members of the faculty and staff, alumni, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2022. I am honored to be standing before you all today. To begin, I'd like to say thank you to my mentors and my friends. From you all, I've had guidance, lessons learned, and support. To my family, thank you for your sacrifices, constant words of encouragement, and endless love. A special thank you to my sister, who's been lying to my parents for the past 2 weeks that I would be giving the speech today. And Mom and Dad, surprise. Now I have to admit, wrapping up 4 years of memories has proved to be much more difficult than I thought. And I've given speeches in the past where, like most people, I included a famous quote from a famous person. But today, I wanted to share some words of wisdom from somebody who's famous to me, my dad. Ever since I was little, if a math assignment was too difficult, a project was starting to frustrate me, or maybe I waited just a little too long to get started on a Marketing 304 proposal, he would ask me one simple question. Did you try your best? If my answer was yes, then he would say, then there's nothing to worry about. You've done all that you can. So I ask you all the same question today. Did you try your best? At the beginning of our college careers, I'm sure this wouldn't have been a concrete yes by any means. I came into college thinking that I wasn't good enough. I was scared of being stuck somewhere in the middle, and I was nervous that I would have no clue on earth what I was doing. And I am so eternally grateful that I was right about all of those apprehensions. It made me reflect and think about what I wanted to accomplish and the person I could see myself becoming. As I stand before you all, I think those sentiments were shared, and likely still are, as our lives will change yet again once we leave here today. This is the last moment that we get to share as a collective. Those emotions of nervousness, adrenaline, and fear drove us to work hard, succeed, and do our best. I think it's safe to say that we've accomplished more than we thought possible. Whether it was excelling in the arts, academics, sports, sales, or maybe just finishing an entire slice of bocce's after a night out, we have all done our part to pave the way to a greater and better path for ourselves. There are so many obstacles that we have overcome, so many imperfections that we have had to face, and those are never going to stop. Life doesn't stop. For anybody. We are going to fall, but it's up to us to decide what direction. Although we may still not have a completely clear end goal, our direction follows a vision, and that vision should follow our hearts. When we fail, we'll fail forward, because now we know how. We don't ever have to be alone in our failures or our successes. And what a beautiful thing it is to know that this moment is not just designed for us to punch in and out of work. It's designed for us to make a difference. This is the time for us to own what makes us strong, what makes us stand out, and what makes us successful. Congratulations to the class of 2022, and thank you.
Thank you, Pooja, for those wonderful words of wisdom. Now we turn to our alumni speaker, Katie McGinn Berger. Katie serves as the president of the Bradley University Alumni Association. She received her undergraduate degree in English from Bradley in 2008 and her master's in leadership in human service administration from Bradley in 2011. She is currently pursuing her doctorate at Northeastern University. Katie is the Chief Student Affairs Officer at the Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy, Previously, she served at the college level and in not-for-profit sector where she earned her recognition and awards for services to students and innovative professional practices. She not only attended Bradley University as a student, she also worked here. Katie was an adjunct faculty member in the College of Education and Health Sciences. She was the director of the Louis J. Berger Center for Student Leadership and Public Service. Katie also served as the acting associate director of the fraternity and sorority life, so she knows her way around campus from a student, employee, and alumni perspective. We are so thrilled to have Katie with us today to share a few words.
Good morning, Bradley University, class of 2022. Yeah, we can clap about that. I'm thrilled to be here with you this morning representing the Bradley University Alumni Association. I want to offer my sincere congratulations to each of you for your accomplishments. The pride that comes along with achieving your degree, the excitement of celebrating that accomplishment with fellow graduates, family, and friends, and perhaps even a little apprehension as you leave a place you call home, are all things you can feel in the room here today. Today marks your transition from Bradley University student to Bradley alumni. So while you might be leaving your home at Bradley, you continue to be an important part of the Bradley University family. In talking to some of the graduates here today, which is always my favorite part of the graduation weekend, I know that many of you are already familiar with Bradley alumni. You've received scholarships supported by alumni, you've met them at events, seen them in your classes as guest lecturers, and a few of you have even been hired by Bradley alumni for your jobs and internships. This alumni support will continue for you now, as this network becomes a resource for social connection, professional networking, and continued learning. So wherever life takes you next, I invite you to bring Bradley along with you. Say hello to the person you see wearing a Bradley shirt. Wear your Bee Shield pin to a work event. Share your experiences on the hilltop with prospective Bradley students. Find ways to share your time, talent, and treasure back to Bradley University as an alumnus so you can impact the next generation of Bradley students. Today, you join more than 70,000 Bradley University alumni worldwide as you fulfill Lydia's legacy to educate young people who make an impact on our world. Congratulations, Bradley, class of 2022, and welcome to the Bradley University Alumni Association.
Thank you, Katie. And now to our soon-to-be graduates. When you look back at your time at Bradley, I hope you are as proud and feel a sense of accomplishment as we feel for you. I'm proud of what you've accomplished, especially over the last couple of years. Navigating a pandemic and attending college, I know it hasn't been easy, but you continued to adapt through it all. You did what had to be done, which is why you are here today. Our founder, Lydia Moss Bradley, experienced a level of adversity in her life I hope none of us experience, and yet, she did more than survive, she thrived. And like Miss Bradley, you did not retreat from the adversity. You stepped into the moment to complete a rigorous academic degree in the most challenging of environments. Each of us on this platform and everyone in attendance today is proud of you, of what you've achieved, and you should be as well. This is your moment. Own it and embrace it because you earned it and you deserve it. You are the living legacy of Bradley University. We have one more person who wants to share some words of wisdom with you. I recently presented retiring U.S. Representative Cheri Bustos with an honorary degree of Humane Letters from Bradley University. There are some common traits between Representative Bustos and our founder, Lydia Moss Bradley. Both were blessed with an abundance of common sense and a strong work ethic. Representative Bustos championed Bradley University by securing pandemic relief monies and research funds for a new virtual reality technology for the Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts. She has been a proud partner and a supporter of Bradley University throughout her congressional career. So with that, I would ask that you pause for a moment for this brief video from U.S. Representative Cheri Bustos.
Hello, Bradley class of 2022. I'm Congresswoman Cheri Bustos, and I am so proud to be able to represent Peoria and Bradley University. Congratulations to each and every one of you on your graduation. During the last decade, I've seen so many Bradley graduates go on to do so many incredible things, and I've even been lucky enough to have a few Bradley grads on my staff. From engineering to the fine arts, Bradley does a fantastic job of preparing students for the future. And now, after all of your years of hard work and dedication, and hopefully a little bit of fun along the way too, it's time for your next chapter. So no matter what lies ahead of you, you'll always have the tools and lessons you've learned at this great institution to guide you. There's no limit to what you can achieve. Best wishes in all of your future endeavors.
And on that note, let's get to the main event and my favorite part of the ceremony, the bestowing of degrees. To be courteous to the audience members and to keep the program moving, please hold your applause until all the graduates have been recognized. Dr. Walter Sakahi, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, will introduce the candidates.
Will the undergraduates from the 5 colleges please rise? President Standiford, these candidates majoring in programs of the Foster College of Business, the Henry Pindell Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts, the College of Education and Health Sciences, the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and the Turner School of Entrepreneurship and Innovation have completed the work prescribed by the faculty, are presented for their appropriate degrees.
And now, my absolute favorite part of the ceremony. On the recommendation of the deans of the respective colleges, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty with all of the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
The candidates will now come forward to receive their diplomas and be congratulated by President Standiford and their college dean. First is the Foster College of Business. Students, please come forward to receive your diplomas and be congratulated by President Standiford and the college's dean, Dr. Molly Grail. All of the other graduates may be seated at this time.
Herbert Klein. Peter Tillman Appman. Thomas Seth Dewar. Arlie Kathleen O'Shaughnessy. Natalie Rose Thielen, and accompanist. Catherine Denise Bryson. Sophie Margaret Henderson. Jenna Marie Carnazola. Caitlin Shea Pate. Farah Ashley Nimrick. Mallory Elise Hallbleiby. Haley Simone Guyan. Emilio Orozco Gonzalez. Brayton Edward Richardson. Pooja Shri Krishna Chafikar. Anna Eklund. Matthew John Frank. Elizabeth Rose Brenizer. Megan Kathleen Jacobson. Madison Kate Walker. Kush Patel. Michael Lewis Gerlo. Trisha Grace Ivy. Samuel Nathan Taulick. Alexander James Peck. Logan Ray Fleder. Andy Lee Anderson. Dylan Earl O'Brien. DeAndre Charles. Jordan Simone Nunn. Ian Menard Hunter. Jacob Andrew Diaz. Addison James Schmall. Abdullah Ali Khan. Benjamin Lee Hadgett. Lucas Blake Shulo. Megan Kathleen Lennon. Danielle Rose Watson. Michael Patrick Casey. Emma Catherine Bakken. Jacob Robert Plutz. Brian Patrick Sullivan. Luis Banda Fry. Dominic Anthony Mazuka. Nicholas Ormans. Chase Michael Dubé. And Michael Timothy Sproul.
Chelsea Catherine Russell. Amalia Alice Zinke. Zion Alexander Ivy. Adrian Romulo Mora. Vanessa Rocio Renteria. Fatima Gutierrez. Zoe Sue Walton. Allison Herma Kindler. Allison Marguerite Nick. Abigail Sue Peterson. Catherine Rose Stigler. David Edward Alipra. Nicole Fund. Emma Faith Richards. Emma Hoytia. Andrew John Blattell. Cade Stephen Schunkweiler. John Edward Schelling. Matthew Fernandez. Jonathan Daniel Gerhardt. Andrew Nussman. Konstantinos Spyropoulos. Maxwell Gray Englert. Stephen Philip Fishman. Daniel Andrew Shechka. Josue Gonzalez. Cosmo M. Arnold Green. Brody Alexander Haynes. Daniel Kamal Simmons. Elise Aghavni Immersion. Seth Andrew Bishop. Alexander Kenneth Kutcher. Michael John Paul Meyer. Dominic Lorenzo. Miguel Antonic Montelongo. Michael O'Brien. Tristan Allen Deemer. Colin Patrick Pitstick. Natalie Sarai Saez. Hannah Elizabeth Monteith. Una Koralik. Malte Winkler. Nicholas Emmanuel Gasperi. Jalen Hodges. Kaylee Marie Addis. Sydney Rochelle Matheny. Kelly Diane Paradowski. Hannah Sabert O'Brien. Leah Rukavina. Anna Grace Margaritas. Gregory Makepeace Gould. Nicholas Quinn Tuitele. Salvatore Thomas Petroni. Nathan Gray DeLuzak. Joseph Alexander Isdonis. William Bruce Spalding.
Next, the candidates from the Henry Pindell Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts. Please stand and come forward to receive your diploma. And be congratulated by President Staniford and the college's dean, Dr. Jeff Huberman.
Frederick Zachary Daly. Devin Ray Swafford. Kiana Monique Gross. Victoria Carlene Frazier. Benjamin Jory Rodriguez. Sarah Dove. Emma Elizabeth Jane O'Mahony. Miranda Grace Janitas. Jamie Jacqueline Yerkes. Margaret Tuttle Sullivan. Brianna Lees. Caitlin Denise Overland. Allison Nicole Keyser. Carly Diana Craig. Bailey Therese Beeson. Darlin Best. Skylar Marie Madigan. Emily Ann Baker. Natalie Maranto. Scott A. Furman. Natalie Grace Vanaken. William Andrew Crowley IV. Brianna Taylor Durham. Lauren Alexis Bacon. Stephanie K. Mart. Evan Michael Johnson. Jackson Mitchell Fry. Ginger Bay Batten. Erica Catherine Hoff. Angeline Lee Schmelzer. Valerie Lizette Vasconez. Dawson Michael Woulette. Hezekiah Jotham George. Blake Ayers. Spencer Jacob Stillwell. Matthew Jackson Sheraba. Kathleen Rose McPartland. Sydney Elizabeth Moore. Caston Terrell Cheatham. Jessica Lozada. Marco Antonio Blancas. Gracie Josephine Noble. Ashton Matthias Reed. Austin Roger Buck. Sydney Holter. Julia Kathleen Mahoney. Hallie J. Spindler. Anna Claire Listina. Noah Aaron Heyer. Claire Ellen Peters. Nathan Carter Musa. Mark Alan Gaskin, Jr. Christiana Marie Kalusbury. Jacqueline Rachel Summers. Kelsey K. Schrag. Stephanie GCU Cannon. Kristen Charisse Stallings. Shelby Isabella Hickok. Ashton Lively. Kyle Alexander St. John. Peiying Liao. Jocelyn Camille Navarro. Anaí Salgado. Michael Christoph Kaminsky. Matthew Jacob Giroux. Anthony Collada. Lee Matthew Schmidt. Andrew Charles Voris. Carter Joseph Strauss. Madison Paige Pratt. Reagan Lane Worf. Cassandra Elise Navarro. Eric Anthony Hazen. Matthew James Miller. Adriana Dunn. Jacob Thomas Harvey. Andrew Lee. Mia Angelina Restivo. Sabrina Elaine Voss. Connor James Sears. Bobby Schmid.
Richard Joseph Wright. Lawrence Ben Larson. Matthew Gregory Harrington. Cameron Patrick Irwin. Joshua Schwam. William Peter Roberts VI. Luane Kieran Sebastian Frierson. Brian Thomas Leonard. Nicholas John Natali. Taylor Joel Johnson. Joshua Shai Seif. Parisa Abesta. Anna Grace Wasco. Jesse A. Cashmer. Gwendolyn Rose Collins. Brandon Tompkins. Robert Dodge Krozik. Sydney Lauren Philippi. Jamie Renee Wunning. Leah Lene Jorgensen. Keelan Lamar Rogers. Rachel Ann Schulte. Ethan Gerard. Zachary James Dover. Elena Marie Bloomquist. Olivia Helen Miller. Andrew Reed Krenzel. Joshua Christopher Maui. Tiana Charisse Evans. Savannah Eileen Harwood. Nicole Marie Pfaff. Emma Christine Yale. Hannah Lynn Westberg. Megan Grace Monison. Chloe Mae Rice. Maxwell Stem Kriegshauser. Holden Fitzpatrick Kellogg. David Scott Blank. Mark Stephen Berger. Robin Lily Batzel. Thank you. Joseph Paul Spatansky. Thank you. Nolan James Bullman. Miguel AJ. Alexander Peter Quiroga. Douglas Gregory Guzman. Andrew George Teague. Ashley Marie Wilgos. Maya Rayana Baston. Charlie Larson Kerr. Kyle Solanke Peterson. Timothy James Karen. Connor John Riley. Colin Davern. Avery Jordan Crawl. Benjamin Monty Moody. Trey Michael Muntz. Celia Olivia Compton. Ashton Teal Martinez. Anna Michaela Brandon. Ryan A. Corner. Carson Pond. Liam Robert McGinnis. Elizabeth Kimberly Hawkins. Alexander Austin Cook. Jacob Terry Zielinski. Richard Mark Mahalski. McKenna Lane O'Hearn. Hannah Mary Netherwood. Spencer Michael McDaniel. Abigail Victoria Irwin. Quest Michael Doubleair. Ewan McGregor Jeton. Slav Ivanov Asanov. Katrina Francis Ely. John Christopher Marsh. Adriana Caitlin Gerard. Ambrosia Day Griffin. Barbara Lauren Brown.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the candidates from the College of Education and Health Sciences please rise and come forward to receive diplomas and be congratulated by President Staniford and the College Dean, Dr. Jessica Clark.
Sydney Jean Peters. Brittany Caitlin Argo. Megan Majewski. Emily Marie Grudka. Christine Shannon McGowan. Emily Catherine Ryan. Alina Rose Castro. Kathleen Ann Gunn. Kendra Renee Geddes. Samantha May Letchinger. Emma Marie Smith. Taylor Marie Scally. Madeline Annalise Filkins. Corinne Danielle Jesuit. Jamie Kathleen Furtek. Sarah Renee Welsh. Natalie Marie Wallace. Lillian Grace Smothers. Alexis Aronell Hanlon. Olivia Sue Peterson. Natalie Z. Schoneck. Cyan Marie R. Katangon. Natalie Stephanie Burden. Ashley Nicole Ingersoll. Tara Ashley Terzinski. Emily June Peters. Caitlin Rose Getz. Renee Ashley Sam. Samantha Allen Mullaney. Jade Catherine Sewell. Driffin John Ramosura Don. Joshua Dwayne Getsy. Zachary Douglas Jensen. Rebecca Ann Kerfman. Brendan McPartland. Avery Elizabeth Hernandez. Sarah Ann Kielba. Jovan Ori Matthews. Stephanie Michelle Thompson. Mia Lynn Bakigalupo. Brooks Robert Schmidt. Corey Elizabeth Bloomer. Rachel Ann Reeder. Jacob Lauren Dean Wiseman. Jordan Elizabeth Drolema, Matthew James Muick, Allison Marie Guile, Shelby Cahoe, Michella Christina Vittel, Jenny Marie Bauk, Jessica Lynn Mayer, Raylyn Marie Kraus, Katie Elizabeth Myers, Alyssa Ryan Jaira, Ada Siminski, Alexis Ray Gracely, Rachel Ann Renner, Eliana Sydney Brody, Megan Nicole Dunlop, Emily Wicks, Holly Ray Kinney, Leah Celine Loverdi, Wayne Trout, Wayne Trout, Lida Evangelia Castanu, Irene Michelle Lopez, Kayla Marie Jones, Alyssa Miller, Morgan Marie Casper, Macy Catherine Berry, Haley Gasperi, Daniel Joseph Egan, Grace Coakley, Madeline May Prox, Maeve Kathleen Richardson, Faith Louise Dirks, Keegan Catherine Timmons, Kaylee Ray McKinney, Anaka Grace Meredith, Sydney Brianne Ostrowski,
Lydia Ann Libabera, Daniel Soto, Brittany Celine Morris, Jade O'Neill, Courtney Lee Neiman. Megan Gail Scheibel. Rachel Marie Arnold. Brant Bunjan. Alexis Kaylee Lovato. Taylor Jan Jagello. Mackenzie Christine Becker. Jennifer Elizabeth Kozarowski. Ashley Marie Passwater. Reed August Scott Young. Eva Marie Churchill. Madeline Grace Cohen. Kara Damashuich. Ellery Francis Young. Avery Bielema. Kerrigan Elizabeth Wenig. Sabrina Rose Zielinski. Smurti Putel. Natalie Renee Meyer. Chandler Noel Mathis. Grace Elizabeth Myers. Natalie Elizabeth Scalero. Grace Genevieve Breitbach. Raina Nicole Folk. Tatum Ray Koenig. Gabrielle Marie Hawk. Hannah Ray Thompson. Mairead Ebel. Logan Stanley. Carly K. Russell. Elizabeth Bailey Klushevitz. Taylin Elizabeth Cantrell. Mary Margaret Allen. Madison Rebecca Sullivan. Kyle James Callahan. Colton Michael Wilder. Aaron James Coulomb. Alexander D. Hishke. Autumn Renee Riggert. Kaylin Ruth Brigado. Michelle Carchi. Carlo Dandre Castellanos. Keeler Louise Van Bruzigen. Cameron Dawn Montier. Grace Nicole French. Jared Toshiaki Honda. Connor David Schnorr. Briere Jocelyn Barbeau. Zachary David Byrne. Jashawn Caden Henry. Roman Schindler. Isabella Marie Amato. Alexis Noel Oswald. Madeline Ann Ridzuski. Stephanie Nicole Casado. Quinn Anita Desert Payne. Margaret Adeline Lisa. Danielle Marie Dennis. Hannah Teresa Noel. Claire Irene Gustafson. Carolina Quinteros. Jordan Elise Davis. Kira McKenna Griffin. Isabel Grace Stefanowitz. Veronica Vita Scarpelli. Abigail Elise Stepkian. Marissa Rosalie Tripetti. Megan Nicole Shealy. Isabella Grace Meyer. Olivia Rose Taluk. Megan Hilla. Ashley Caden Farmer. Jennifer Rodriguez. Vanessa Atter. Caroline Ann Piper. Alicia Maureen Solis. Rachel Eileen Becker. Cecilia Bess Parker. Justine Marie Louise Granahan. Naomi Evelyn Hegarty.
We move on now to the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology campus. Please come forward and receive your diplomas and equal recognition by President Sanford and the college dean.
Courtney Allison Keys. Benjamin James Webb. Matthew James Dunn. Robbie Chand. Joseph Louis Angeloni. Zachary David Hatfield. Stephen Michael Larkin. Charles Evan Duberstein. Amelia Catherine Van Meldegen. Totvidas Polias. Mark Kenyon Allen. Cole Eisenhower Kelly. Trevor Anthony Heddens. Nicholas Allen Nauman. Francis Rowan Muhammad Al-Safar. Patrick Derby Johnson. Zachary Michael Slekta. Matthew Chadwick Kurgan. Noah Jesse McCorkle. Nam Lay. Jackson Edward Durden. Tucker Frederick Rugard. Jack Arthur Greiman. Rachel Margaret Rose Mangieri. Olivia Lynn Cook. Madeline Rose Berard. Megan Elizabeth Spanhorst. Andrew F. McKay II. Dorian Kaya Baherd. Gerard Andrew Grew. Joseph William Thomason. Samuel John Becker. Shane Graff. Ryan Thomas Bride. Anthony Joseph Fidanzo. Kyle Philip Conrad. Luke Ross Voller. Jack Allen Wadzinski. Ryan J. Spence. John Armand Edward Riondo. David Michael Tuttle. Brandon Michael Shear. Ryan Gabriel Fulmer. Regan Ling Jean Hutchison. Eugenia Ajawa Akurang. Yolanda Contreras Contreras. Jocelyn Lagunas. Alexis Marie Carmona. Javier Alejandro Sierra. Aaron Mitchell. Samantha Grace Roselle. Madison Reese Welling. Nicholas Joseph Farrar. Abraham Manapapalil. Mitchell Austin Summer. Bradley Glenn Schaefer. Dakota Raymond Wetzel. Rivaldo Rodriguez. Colin Patrick Hecker. Jacob Ryan Manley. Hannah Piper Grady. Erin Elizabeth Boshek. Anne Caitlin Shaflet.
Esther Marie Sales. Lauren Lynn Page. Jillian Annenson. Abigail Ann Farmer. Shaler Michael McGee. Caden James Lansford. Brandon Roth. Jonathan Francis Whitelaw. Sean Robert Hansen. Adam Nicholas Sinkowitz. Cody John Sinclair Granatier. Dakota Remington Longnecker. Lucas Adam Cross. Jacqueline Rousas. Adriana Diaz. Zachary Lewis. Keaton Price. Jacob Edward Bednar. Nicholas Joseph Ruskowski. Jeremy Brian Steidinger. Brian Nicholas Sheppy. Philip Nicholas Pierce. Tyler James Callis. Joshua Ryan Heffron. Hector Olvera. Jeremiah Khalil Hale. Ryan Michael Gage. Peter Loveland Handler. Ryan P. Canny. Reed Thomas Norley. Victor Paul Sotomayor. Levi Benjamin Dietz. Amanda Marie Hurd. John Wolf Elwood. Keegan Edward Donnelly. John Barry Robertson. Matthew Lloyd Ingnell. Angel Armando Limon. Trevor James Calarco. Stephen James Lucas. William Joseph Mills. Christopher Sanchez. Connor Liam Dickey. Tanner Douglas Swag. Braden Cole Price. Dana Jordan Baylog. Kaylee Ann Hines. Emily Nicole Winkler. Donald Brongiel. Samuel Adam Vela. Nasser A. Alanezi. Michael G. Smith. Kevin Burke Appman. Ian Robert Holmes. Benjamin Stanley Arion. Ronald Allen Woods II. John Henry Brenyarsky. Kevin Patrick Hogan. Jacob Richard Reiter. Luke Kenneth Barrow. Indiana Brian Tranchitella. Jacob Aaron Rassi. Zachary R. Carouse. Micah Cook. Arrow Blue Souder.
Colton Jefferson Tex. Michael Christopher Baylord. Gavin Paul Forsberg. Ricardo Ramos. Alejandro Mendoza Galvez. Mariana Aliza Rodriguez. Eric Francisco Bent. Marissa Giselle Gali. Anthony Fernando Pulex. Addison Rochelle Cole. Andrew John Diamond. Elizabeth Johanna Nelson. Molly Marie Winnestorfer. Spencer Allen Gauze. Stephen Patrick Blake. Thank you. Josh Patino. Meredith Howe Koch. Mumtahan Firdaus. Tiara Ravix. Sumit Shah. Quinn Thomas Donnelly. Emily Frances Teal. Veronica Lee Schreiner. Himal Anil Kumar Patel. Loretta Catherine Ewert. Josie Cheyenne Ward. Nicola Marie Shelley Perlwitz. Nina Marganovich. Nina Marjanovic. Jack William Becker. Becca Sue Lynn Vance. Woo-hoo! Christina Vias. John Tynan Kelly III. Nicholas Rios Jr. Gabriel Thomas Smithers. Tyler Michael Schaefer. Cameron Alyssa Berggraf. Joseph David Morano. Aristide Boya Onion Bertrand. Riley Joseph Berger. Paul Ryan Kozak. Henry Nava. Dustin Cardenas. Kyle Patrick Grenier. Martha Michelle Lopez. Ariana Isabella Rodriguez. David Calloway. Chloe Diane Teterka. Giovanna Angelica Zacharias. Madeline Maria Grady. Isabella Grace Humo. Nikola Miovsky. Jade Elizabeth Frodin. Luke Alexander Otten. Sydney Yvette Bobbitt. Lily Asai McCannon. Arlene Maureen Reynolds. Janae Manifold. Dinah Lee Giomari Camposano. Stephanie Chimobi Wachi. Stephanie Chimobi Wachi. Zachary Alec Nepper. Grant Thomas McGrath. John Thomas Meinhardt. Kevin Tillman Splinter. Sage Alexander Harrison Beckus. Henry Thomas Keller. Mon Jenny Lamb. Brock Hunter Edson. Benjamin Schuster. Matthew Hines Beeler. Blake McBride. Quentin Bennett Frisch. Alex Krufall. Alex Kufall. Zachary Lecton. Adam Scott Meyer. Rachel Dawn Crows. Lily Moon Piper. Patrick Joseph Donnelly. What's your dog's name? Sarah Marie Sismazia and Benny. Teresa Marie Barden. Melissa Mihung Tran. Dominic Giovanni Muccionti. Grace Tominelli. Hayes Elizabeth Murray. Montserrat Rivera. Rachel Notter. Sarah Michelle Nardella. Ryan Michael Weil. Mitchell Jeremy Barchin. Matthew Scott Shore. Kaylin Marie Donnelly. Mackenzie Lynn Gronhoff. Brittany Elizabeth Hengst. Emily Jane Wymore. Jesus Flores. Ariana Galvez. Leslie Espinoza. Jocelyn Serena Santos. Abigail Marie McCune. Dorcas Adekele. Dorcas Adekele. Samantha Kayla Kanuko Mather. Charles Bolt. Wafa Cher. Joanna Lorraine Holly. Alexandra Elizabeth Erdmeyer. Samantha Nicole Smith. Lucinda Maddox Mead.
Chin Chin Yang. Latoria Heron. Lester Lloyd IV. Kayla Alyssa White. Alexis Cannon. Nyla Lynette Brown. Mia Marie Jones. Cameron James Dingerson. Jackie K. Phillips. Ashlyn Marie Salter. Sarah Lynn Caldwell. Trevor Tron. Jillian Ann Kimpen. Shelby Paige Harrison. Madison Taylor Egnew. Lindsay Hannah Hanson. Samantha Ramey. Gabriel Michael Gregory Foley. Quinn Connor Lampkin. Zechariah Austin Wayne Burris. Jacob Andrew Hunter. Nicole Marie Tucker. Oyechi Judith Atalur. Anthony Speck. Antoine G. Haddad. Gianna Marie Ruiz. Marilyn Gutierrez. Mackenzie Lenine Campbell. Lene Elizabeth Parker Williams. Jordan Armand Stevens. Sharia Cartman. Kayla Pettis. Destiny Tian Lewis. Edie Virginia Klink. Brianna J. Wayne. Brandy Jaquel Wayne. Abdel Rahim Mohammed Yassin. Rebecca Michelle Kozinski. Alexandria Janelle Meyer. Claire Kozinski. Audrey Elizabeth Stower. Josiane Olivia Becker. George Michael Ladis. Sarah Jennifer Nakas. Samuel Christian Metcalf. Ryan O'Connor. Alexandra Marie Fosberg. Brian Covarrubias. Drew Alexander Kohlberg. Trevor Allen Gruber. Zachary Charles Hopkins. Pamela Ruth Taylor. Benjamin Julius Galati. Anna Lee. Kira Elizabeth Joyce. Ashley Nicole Claudin. Sarah Elizabeth Gallimore. Gabrielle Basisti. Austin Jordan Mocha. Alexander Nicholas Kikaiken. Hunter Carl Paul Brugler. Diana Rose Beecham Sevier. Ashley Jean Shoemaker. Hannah Lee Clover. Adam Joseph Wells. John Joseph Berlinger. Owen Paul Van Wassenhove. Natalie Lopez. Sophia Patricia Bisick. Rebecca Ann Cath. Dale McGuire Hidden. Madison Bree Dillerud. Nicholas Benjamin Modine. Melody Hope Bragdon. Sahil Kalpesh Putel. Zalan Shah. Ahmad Nehal Amanullah. George Win Tang. Taggart Ward Ralph. Brianna Jean Joyce. Trinity Vaughn Jasnica. Cassandra L. Colson. Grace Jean Mitchell. Brian Clark Whitaker. Samuel James Carpenter. Sylvia Scarlett Crack. Kelly Ann Kincaid. Maya Shea Traeger. Gabrielle Therese Cadu. Kevin Christian Carter. Andrew Derdena. Joe Parker. William Hunt Brown. Jeremy Thomas Boyle. Karina Makarchian. Camille Rose Sanders. Iveta Totorite. Luke Anderson. Alec Anthony Gates. Benjamin Carl Herring. Daniel Nicholas Frusaloni. Erin Nicole Walmer.
How awesome was that? It's totally not in the script, but I had to say it anyway. So that was really awesome. I'd like to call special attention to our readers for today. Sometimes I think they have the most challenging job of the day. Lee Wenger, Gianna Hunziker, Dan Batista, Seth Katz, thank you for being a part of today's ceremony. We have one more important order of business to attend to. We have an additional special honor to bestow upon 4 of our graduates today. I'd like to invite Lieutenant Colonel Craig Klein and Cadets David Alipra, Addison Cole, Andrew Diamond, and Patrick Johnson to the stage for a special commissioning ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of celebration not only for our cadets, but also for Bradley, their families, and friends who supported them during this incredible journey towards becoming officer in the United States Army. These cadets will transition from being a student to an officer and leader in the United States Army and a member of a world-class team. Throughout the history of our republic, our best and bravest has stepped forward to defend our freedoms. The unbroken cord of their service stretches back into the midst of American history. From Bunker Hill to Saipan, from the Coral Reef to Kandahar, nearly 50 million men and women don the uniform of the United States, and nearly 20 million still walk among us today. The United States now has the largest population of young veterans since the Vietnam War. As we speak, a new generation of American veterans are being forged across the wider world. While their journeys diverge greatly and concluded in an unconceivable manner, each of these cadets should be exceptionally proud of their achievements. Only 1 in 1,000 respond to the call to protect our freedoms as an Army officer. As they begin their next phase in their development as leaders, each will be immersed in an environment in which the United States and our allies face a diverse array of threats that are playing out amidst global disruption resulting from the pandemic and against the backdrop of a great power competition. The disruptive effects of ecological degradation and a changing climate, and an increasing number of empowered non-state actors, and precipitous advancements in technology resulting in a more interconnected and mobile world. While some of these details may be new, the experiences of fear, isolation, anxiety, and longing for safety are not. As an Army officer, they will lead the next generation of patriots who will share some of these same feelings themselves, all the while building a nation that is stronger, freer, and a little more perfect. Each will be charged to devote themselves to the welfare of their soldiers and their families. Not only is surpassing this challenge imperative, but each must strive to make a positive difference every day in all that they do. As Abraham Lincoln stated, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Shortly, each will be given their oath of office, which is steeped in tradition dating back to the establishment of the Continental Army. The oath is similar to one that George Washington and his officers took as they led our nation to independence. Today, our officers lead the Army in protecting and preserving those same freedoms for future generations. The words of the officer's oath are different from that of our enlisted soldiers in that it provides the officer flexibility in providing leadership of our forces in peace and war. However, though giving the officer flexibility, the oath also holds the officer accountable for sound moral judgment and leadership. The officer is given a very special trust, a moral obligation to be the utmost professional in leading the young men and women of our armed forces and to preserve the very independence and freedom of our nation. At this time, Cadet Addison Cole's great uncle, Colonel Retired Dwayne Butel, United States Air Force, will administer her oath of office.
Addie, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Addison Rochelle Cole, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the Governor of the State of Illinois, that I make this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Second Lieutenant in the Army National Guard of the State of Illinois, of which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
Gentlemen, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of Second Lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations. Pending on the rank for Lieutenant Cole will be her parents, Nikki and Dan, and her brother Mason. Lieutenant Cole will serve in the Illinois Army National Guard as a quartermaster officer. Depending on the rank for Lieutenant Alipra will be his parents, Paul and Mary. Lieutenant Alipra will serve in the regular Army as a field artillery officer. Depending on the rank for Lieutenant Diamond will be his brothers James and Joe. Lieutenant Diamond will serve in the Illinois Army National Guard as a field artillery officer. Depending on the rank for Lieutenant Johnson will be his mother, Peggy. Lieutenant Johnson will serve in the regular Army as an ordnance officer. We will now conduct the first salute ceremony. During this significant tradition, a new lieutenant receives their first salute from an enlisted soldier of choice, an individual who has had a significant influence in their development. In return for this honor, the newly commissioned lieutenant presents the individual with a silver dollar. This silver dollar serves as a reminder of this occasion and carries forward a long-standing profession of the professional relationship between officers and enlisted soldiers, a relationship based on mutual trust, respect, and confidence. Lieutenant Cole will receive her first salute from her grandfather, Lance Corporal Retired Jim Daniel, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Alipra will receive his first salute from Sergeant First Class Retired John Riley, United States Army. Lieutenant Diamond will receive his first salute from Sergeant First Class Retired John Riley, United States Army. Lieutenant Johnson will receive his first salute from his father, Specialist Grady Johnson, United States Army. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present the newest second lieutenants in the United States Army. Congratulations to all the graduates today, and thank you for your continued support.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our newest Army lieutenants and all of our graduates today. Congratulations. As we conclude these exercises, please stand and join in singing the University Alma Mater, Hail Red and White. The words are in your printed program. When we're done, please remain standing until the completion of the recessional by the platform party and the faculty. And again, congratulations, graduates. I wish you the very best in all that comes next.